5 reasons why every man should practice semen retention. And if you've never heard of semen retention, or you think, oh, semen retention is such a weird concept, most men do, but most men are broke, overweight, unhappy, and have a whole lot of problems. Men right now are experiencing higher levels of depression, higher levels of loneliness. More men are committing suicide now than ever before. More men are in S3X or sexless marriages and relationships. There's so many problems happening with men, and semen retention can help stop all of that and put your life in a whole new direction, just like it did for me and so many of the men that I've worked with over the last several years. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Nakula Das, and I help men master their S3X energy so you can become a powerhouse both in and outside the bedroom and ultimately unleash your masculine leadership. Go to the link in the description below if you want to learn more about the art of transmutation. There's a free guide. And if you're really serious about the practice and want to learn more, you could book some time on my schedule. All right, reason number 1 that every man should practice semen retention is self-mastery. As men, we are designed to be dominant. Dominant doesn't mean that you dominate other people. It means you dominate yourself. You are free to live your life as you please. You can make choices, you can design your life, and you're not just a victim to your circumstances, your culture, your religion, your whatever family you were born into. All of us are born, if you're watching this video, but we're all born into certain circumstances, certain religions, certain media, cultural influences. And because we're born into that, we unconsciously just accept all of that as normal, the good, the bad, the ugly. And a lot of it's subtle. It's not that you're consciously being taught these things, but you have to understand how you learn. From the ages of 0 to 8, your mind is like a sponge. And this is true all the way up to death. That's why you want to be conscious of what you're paying attention to. What has your attention has you. And semen retention as a practice gets you to become self-disciplined so you can start to give your attention to different things. A simple example is many men come to me and they say, I want to make more money. I want to grow a business. I want to be able to have a bigger bank account. Great. That's going to take self-mastery, because what it takes to build a successful business is discipline, focus, consistency. But if you're wanking it every day, if you're being controlled by different substances, if you are chasing women all day long, if you're swiping on Tinder all day long, I promise you your business is suffering, and ultimately your confidence is suffering. As men, because we're designed to be dominant, when we dominate ourselves, when we're living life on our terms, when we've got a set of tenets that we live by and we follow them, well, guess what? We feel confident. And when we're confident, we make better decisions, and we also put up with less crap in our life. We're able to draw stronger boundaries, and we're able to say no to the things that are distracting us or no longer in alignment with who we are. So the number 1 reason that you should practice semen retention is self-mastery. The number 2 reason is attraction. Now, I'm going to talk about attraction on a couple different levels. The first is women or feminine attraction. Yes, semen retention will make you more attractive to women for numbers of reasons. 1, on a hormonal level, you will literally have something to offer a woman, meaning you will be healthy, vibrant, full of energy, full of S3X energy that women will subtly be able to pick up on it. Women are more in touch with how they feel, meaning they're more driven compulsively by how they feel in that moment. And so when you come around a woman and you're full of attraction, you're full of desire, she will feel that desire and therefore desire you. So this is a way that men have discovered with NoFap and semen retention that they do better with women. Women start to approach them. This is also because of reason number one, self-mastery. A woman can tell, again, often unconsciously, she just may be attracted but not know why, that this guy's powerful, this guy's in control. And for a woman, that's attractive because the feminine energy is the opposite of the masculine. So if masculine is dominant in control, the feminine energy is submissive and out of control. And that's what she gets turned on by. We get turned on, or we're attracted by our polar opposites. So the more that you've mastered yourself and the more S3X energy that you have running through you and you've got control on it, you're going to become very attractive. And because you're going to be feeling confident, confidence is the number one attractive factor. And therefore, you become more confident because a woman is going to feel more safe around you. She's going to feel like this guy's in control. He's got it together. That allows me to be more feminine. It allows me to be more go with the flow and to be able to just feel into life. She'll also be able to express more of her feminine energy the more that you're in your masculine and you're dominating and controlling your life. And again, don't mistake that for dominating others. It's all about an internal domination and control. The second dimension of attraction I want to talk about is the law of attraction, or the ability to attract support into your life. Feminine energy is also supportive energy. So what is feminine energy? Anything that comes in to support your goals and dreams. Money is feminine energy. Resources is feminine energy. Knowledge that's coming in is essentially a feminine energy or supportive energy. Think of a seed that's placed into soil, and that seed then extracts or attracts from the soil, from the water, from the sun, the nutrients it needs to grow into a massive tree and then produce its fruit. Well, you abide by the same laws of nature that the tree and the gorilla and the stars and the moon and the planets all abide by. You have to abide by those same laws. What happens is when you're full of S3X energy and full of masculine energy that is naturally given to you by your S3X energy, by your seed, you will attract out of your circumstances, just like the seed attracts out of the soil, the nutrients it needs to grow. You will attract out of your circumstances the best nutrients possible, the knowledge, the money, the influence, the network towards you to help you achieve your goals. When you consistently deplete yourself of your S3X energy, especially through pornography or self-pleasure, you're essentially diminishing your ability to attract the best things in your life that are available to you. The way that you get out of your circumstances or your situation is to outgrow your circumstance and situation, and you're going to need a lot of energy to do that, and you're going to need to be able to attract good things towards you so you can outgrow your current circumstances. Number 3 is optimal hormones, meaning when you practice semen retention, you are allowing your body to reset its hormones. And after about 7 to 10 days of retention, you're going to experience a spike of testosterone. Some of my students who have measured their testosterone has experienced anywhere from 150 to 200% in testosterone boost in a matter of weeks of working with me and learning the alchemy practices to be able to control their energy. When your testosterone is high, your drive is going to be high. When your testosterone is high, you're going to want to work out harder. You're going to want to get things done. You're going to want to live life to its fullest. Testosterone is what makes us men. We should be full of it, and we should be healthy. We should be vibrant. We should be getting up, with a hard on. Literally, I woke up 5 a.m. this morning, stiff as a rock, and that's how you should be doing it. Why? I like in the Tao Te Ching, there's a line that specifically says, and the Taoists really studied the art and mastery of alchemy. And there's a line in the Tao Te Ching that says, like a child who's fully erect but doesn't recognize a woman. Meaning he's full of energy, but it's not because he's just chasing women. He's just full of energy. That's why he's erect. He's horny for life. He's horny to be alive. And of course, that naturally makes you attractive in all ways. So hormones, higher testosterone, and using your natural drive to want to go get S3X, to want to get pleasure, instead of using that on cheap pleasure like pornography, you use that same drive to go get a real woman and have an amazing relationship and have an amazing S3X life. Number 4, increased pleasure in the bedroom. The less you use it, the more pleasure you experience when you do use it. This is a simple principle of overuse. Think about if you use a knife and you use that knife every single day and you're misusing that knife, then what ends up happening is when you actually need to use the knife, it's dull and it doesn't cut as good. Similarly, when you are constantly pleasuring yourself and self-pleasing yourself, when you do go have S3X, you're going to notice that it doesn't feel as good. It doesn't have as much connection. Why? Because you've misused it or overused it. Many men right now are struggling with erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, being quick shooters, and largely that's because of overuse, mainly because of pornography in this day and age. The more that you overstimulate yourself, first of all, the less quality that you'll experience. So go for quality over quantity. And that means you have to give your body a break. Like any muscle, you don't work out your muscles every single day. You know, if you did abs every single day, there's a point where it actually becomes detrimental. You're stifling your own growth. Growth happens in rest. That's why you got to get good sleep and you got to rest. That's where you're growing. That's where your body will repair itself. If you don't give your sexual organs rest and you're using it every single day, you're not allowing yourself to repair. You're not allowing yourself to strengthen. And that's why a lot of guys also experience, again, erectile dysfunction or weak erections. You know, it's just, you know the difference when you have a strong erection. It's solid and you're bigger, as opposed to a weak erection where you're not as solid, you're not as big, and therefore you're not feeling the pleasure as much as well. So semen retention actually increases the amount of pleasure you experience in the bedroom in its most natural form. And fifth, to me, it's probably the most important reason, is deeper spiritual connection. And when I'm saying the word spiritual, I'm not talking about a particular religion. I'm talking about a direct experience of your divinity, to know yourself as more than this body and mind. Yes, I have a body. Yes, I have a mind. Let's master that body and mind. Let's dominate the body and mind. That's the true path of a warrior. Spiritual connection is realizing for yourself, not just by reading it, but actually having a direct experience of being connected to the eternal divine soul, the super soul, God, Allah, Krishna, Christ. There are so many names that have gone into describing this spiritual experience. Well, semen retention in its essence is a spiritual practice to help men reach their potential as spiritual beings. And so if you're interested in discovering deeper aspects of yourself, mastering yourself, becoming attractive, having optimal health and vitality, and ultimately being horny for life, being a powerhouse both in and outside the bedroom, then semen retention is your path, sexual alchemy is your way. And I can show you the exact process that I use to do this in my own life. All you got to do is go book some time with me. I'll take you through the process of how to transmute that energy, how to master yourself, how to pour all that energy into your goals, and ultimately release your God-given talents and abilities. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell so you never miss a video. Leave comments below. It really helps on the algorithm. And I use those comments as inspiration and those questions as inspiration to make videos for you and content for you. So make sure you get involved. I'll see you on the next video.